Bills. Allen rallied the Bills for 16 points in the last 4 minutes to stun the Ravens, 41-40 in a primetime thriller. This morning, Chris Canty, you said this about last year's MVP.
Being named MVP seems to have given him more confidence, and right now, there ain't a quarterback in the league that I'm taking before Josh Patrick Allen. Not one. Not today. If I got to win a game today, there ain't one quarterback I'm taking ahead of that dude. Not one.
Wow.
No, not one. No, not one. I'll take you to church if you need me to.
Please do.
Not one.
Hallelujah.
Not one. On another level. You won MVP, took it to another level this year.
Two things I know. You were rested off vacation. And number two is you definitely sang in the choir in church growing up.
Oh, yeah, I'm a PK, so I had no
knew it.
yes.
I knew it. Absolutely.
You done heard that song before,
Those
Stephen
two
A.
are for sure.
No shower, singing in the phone. Damn.
Stephen A., do you think Allen's passed Mahomes as the league's best quarterback?
I don't blame people for feeling that way because the brother seems, he's a superstar. There's no question about it. But although I thought a little bit differently about it this morning, as I'm sitting here this morning, no, I'm not ready. And the reason why is because I got to pay attention to head-to-head competition, not just what you do. His record is 5-4 in the postseason. Patrick Mahomes, 105.7 passer rating in the postseason, the highest in NFL history. You look at him against Josh Allen. He's 2-0 against Josh Allen. He's got a 125.7 passer rating against Josh Allen. 75% completions, 351 pass yards, 6 touchdowns, not a single interception. Josh Allen up against him, percentage is 10% less, 308 passing yards, 6 touchdowns, an interception, 104.8 passer rating. He ain't the reason Buffalo has lost. But in the same breath, when you look at what Patrick Mahomes does, that speaks in and of itself. But then when you look at what Patrick Mahomes has done going up head-to-head against him, it is what it is.
You're dirty, bro. I'm going to tell you right now, that's dirty.
How's that dirty? How's that dirty?
And what could Josh Allen have done any different when he played Mahomes? He walked off the field with the lead. Like, you can't, what was there, 15 seconds left or whatever it was when they lose a game? That ain't, that's not on Josh.
I never said it was.
But you said, well, his record against him. He wasn't playing him. He was playing that defense and that trash nonsense they played.
Hold on now, Mr. Champion. Mr. Champion,
Yeah.
It's a simple question. I got a cat with 3 rings and 5 Super Bowl appearances playing in your conference, and you don't have one single Super Bowl appearance, and you've lost to him twice. Come on, what am I supposed to do?
But Stephen A., this ain't a lifetime achievement award. We said today. We ain't talking about what you done.
Unless you're just going by one game, because last time I checked, last time we saw Patrick Mahomes, although he was getting blown out, it was in the Super Bowl.
No, that's not the last time we saw Patrick Mahomes. We saw him down in Brazil.
I said unless we're going by one game.
Right.
Unless we're going by what we saw Friday compared to Sunday night, and that's what you're going on. If you're going on overall, what am I supposed to do? Last time we saw Patrick Mahomes was in the Super Bowl other than Friday. Last time we saw...
You know you're dirty. You know you're dirty.
How's it
Yeah,
dirty?
because you can't say he did this against him. Josh Allen could not have done any more to win that game than
I'm
he
not
did.
blaming him for it at all. Are you saying definitively that you know for a fact that you would want Josh Allen over Patrick Mahomes?
Right now,
when
today,
it counts.
yes.
When it counts.
Yes, today,
money on the line.
Today, absolutely.
Okay,
absolutely.
no problem. I'm just saying
he's
you're going to say
stuff,
that.
bro. He is last year, and he is doing something
You know what's wild to me? That we have 2 former players. I don't want to say you're overreacting to week 1. I'm not going to say that. But what has changed between how you felt about Josh last year versus right now? We had one Sunday night game against Lamar, and unfortunately for Lamar, his performance got overshadowed by the play of his defense. Josh Allen was 4 for 4 for 71 yards on that game-winning drive, right?
That's true, too. That's a great point. I agree.
That is why I'm here. I think it's hard because we live in this world where we have to say one is better than the other. And how do you differentiate between all these guys? Steven's bringing up the head-to-head record. Otherwise, you're just looking at, on any given Sunday, all of them. Joseph Leeborough is somebody that I would pick to lead my team versus Josh Allen versus Lamar. Because you've seen last year.
He's the wrong guy to say that.
I don't care. You know why? He's a hater.
Middle name.
He's a hater.
say that. Man, you gonna put Joe Burrow at the kitty table for this conversation? No. Joe Burrow is not in this conversation.
First of all, if Joe Burrow had an elite defense, where do you think the Bengals are? I'm dead serious. When you look at Joe Burrow on the field, he is an assassin. Like he carried that team to the end last year, week 18. And I understand I don't know what your issue is with him, Chris, but it literally is the play on the field. And if you want to talk about head-to-head, who's gone to the Super Bowl out of all these other guys? Patrick and Burrow, right? Like I get it.
I'm gonna say this about Mahomes over the last 2 years. The Chiefs' defense has been elite and has won a bunch of games. And I'm not trying to take anything away from Mahomes because you got to go win games, and he finds ways to win games. I am not taking that away from him. But his defense has been the difference maker, right? If you look at what both those guys do offensively, I would just tell you with the ability that Josh has with his legs, extending plays, like all of those different things, at this point he is playing at a tier above everything.
That is laughable. You're gonna call me dirty. You're gonna call me dirty for what I said, but you can say that about Patrick Mahomes. How that work?
No,
how that work?
I'm not slighting him.
Excuse me, I wasn't slighting Josh Allen.
Yes, you did.
No, I wasn't.
You did.
You were slighting. You bring up Kansas City
below this, 304 yards.
He said they won, but he's really not the reason they won. It was the defense.
Do you think their offense is why they won?
What I said about Josh Allen?
Do you think the Chiefs went to the Super Bowl last year because of their offense?
What I'm saying to you,
that's all I'm saying.
What I'm saying to you, however, is this: it's much dirtier to say that than what I said about Josh Allen. That's my point.
No, I'm just giving credit.
You got to be crazy. Unbelievable.
A couple things. Kmart asked why I feel differently about Josh Allen now than I did in years past. Here's why.
I asked about last year. We're not talking about years past. We know when he first started his career, he didn't look the same.
Right.
I'm just talking about from last year. We had one game against the Ravens, a Sunday night, where for 3.75 quarters, Lamar Jackson and the Ravens look legit. And then we have the Derrick Henry fumble. My issue is just trying to splice between Lamar and Josh and Joe. Like, it's like I'm trying to be the voice of reason here because Josh Allen is great. That's the main idea.
Well, here's the thing that has changed my opinion about Josh Allen. The win on Sunday was the 23rd straight game that the Bills had where they didn't lose the turnover battle. Mm-hmm. And in the past, that has been the Achilles heel for Josh Allen. He's seemingly gotten past that. And in the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter, when our very own ESPN Analytics gave the Baltimore Ravens a 99.1% chance of winning that game, Josh Patrick Allen found a way to win.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just any old way to win. I mean, the guy was out there throwing lasers. The dime that he threw to Keon Coleman for a touchdown with 4 minutes to go, where he had enough zip on it to get to the receiver in the back of the end zone, even though it got tipped at the end line. I mean,
and he found Josh Palmer as well.
Well, the laser that he threw to Dalton Kincaid that ended up getting him on the 1 yard line for the touchdown run there. And then, of course, the dagger to Keon Coleman to set up the game-winning field goal. Like, those are big-time throws, every single one of them.
Agreed.
Right? So it's mitigating the downside, the bad from Josh Allen, and getting nothing but all of the good. And we are talking about the most physically gifted quarterback in today's game. So when you ask me the question today, who's the guy that I want to take? I want the guy that has every tool in his bag, the guy that